glide slope, pull up, pull up, sink rate, pull up, terrain, pull up, don't sink, don't sink, too low, terrain, too low, gear, too low, flaps, too low, terrain, glide slope, too low, terrain, caution, terrain, caution, terrain, pull up,
This is a basic voice sample, Dutch Malay, Eurowing 7201 Heavy, turn left heading to 80, vectors for traffic.
Beyond ATC connected.
Runway 07 center 07 right. Transition level 110. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra. Hong Kong Airport information Sierra. 0415 Zulu. Wind 115 at 14. Visibility 10 miles or more. Few clouds at 2000. Scattered at 3000. Temperature 20. Dew point 12. QNH 1019er. Landing runway 07 right 07 left. Departing runway 07 center 07 right. Transition level 110. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra. Hong Kong Airport information Sierra. 0415 Zulu. Wind 115 at 14. Visibility 10 miles or more. Few clouds at 2000. Scattered at 3000. Temperature 20. Dew point 12. QNH 1019er. Landing runway 07 right 07 left. Depart.
Airspring 8716 on our way to Pudong.
Airspring 8716, Hong Kong delivery, expect runway 07 center, Adelaide 1 Tango departure, be called transition, squawk 3644.
Adelaide 1 Tango departure, be called transition, squawk 3644, Airspring 8716.
Airspring 8716, read back correct. Contact ground 122.6 when ready for push or start.
Ground 122.6 when ready for pushback or engine start. Airspring 8716.
UPS for 2 Heavy, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Incheon.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Hong Kong delivery, expect runway 07 center, Dalor 1 Yankee departure, squawk for 624.
Dalor 1 Yankee departure, squawk for 624, UPS for 2 Heavy.
UPS for 2 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 122.125 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 122.125 when ready, UPS for 2 Heavy.
TCAS test. TCAS test.
Airspring 8716. Request taxi to the active.
Airspring 8716, runway 07 center taxi via Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Runway 07 center taxi via Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Airspring 8716.
ZMN Air 8656 at route Sierra 1090 request pushback.
Xiamen Air 8656, Hong Kong ground, pushback approved, face southwest.
Pushback approved, face southwest, Xiamen Air 8656.
UPS for 2 Heavy, request pushback and engine start.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Hong Kong ground, pushback approved, face northwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face northwest, UPS for 2 Heavy.
Diamond Air 8656, request taxi to be active.
Xiamen Air 8656, runway 07 center taxi via Hotel 7, Hotel November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Runway 07 center taxi via Hotel 7, Hotel November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Xiamen Air 8656. Iguana 702 Heavy, ramp Lima 433, request pushback and engine start.
Iguana 702 Heavy, Hong Kong ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Iguana 702 Heavy.
Airspring 8716, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2.
Over to Tower 118.2, Airspring 8716.
Iguana 702 Heavy, taxi for departure.
Iguana 702 Heavy, runway 07 center taxi via Papa 1, November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Runway 07 center taxi via Papa 1 November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Iguana 702 Heavy.
China Eastern 502, Gate Romeo 13, request pushback and engine start.
China Eastern 502, Hong Kong ground pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, China Eastern 502.
UPS 42 Heavy, request taxi to the active.
UPS for 2 Heavy, runway 07 center taxi via Lima 1, Kilo, Kilo 1. Hold short, runway 07 right.
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 07 center via Lima 1, Kilo, Kilo 1. Hold short, runway 07 right. UPS for 2 Heavy.
China Eastern 502, request taxi to the active.
China Eastern 502, runway 07 center taxi via Bravo 9er Alpha 9er, Bravo 7 Alpha 8 Alpha Alpha 1 Foxtrot 1 Echo Bravo 1 Bravo 3. Hold short, runway 07 center.
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 07 center via Bravo 9er Alpha 9er, Bravo 7 Alpha 8 Alpha Alpha 1 Foxtrot 1 Echo Bravo 1 Bravo 3. Hold short, runway 07 center, China Eastern 502.
Mongol Air 298 at ramp November 145. Request pushback and engine start.
China Eastern 502, hold position for traffic.
Hold position, China Eastern 502.
China Eastern 502, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, China Eastern 502.
Iguana 702 Heavy, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2.
Over to Tower 118.2, Iguana 702 Heavy.
Xiamen Air 8656, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2. Bye-bye.
Contact Tower 118.2, Xiamen Air 8656. Have a good day.
Mongol Air 298, Hong Kong ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Mongol Air 298.
Mongol Air 298, ready to taxi to the active.
Mongol Air 298, runway 07 center taxi via Bravo 8, Bravo, Bravo 7, Alpha 8, Alpha, Alpha 1, Foxtrot 1, Echo, Bravo 1, Bravo 3. Hold short, runway 07 center.
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 07 center via Bravo 8, Bravo, Bravo 7, Alpha 8, Alpha, Alpha 1, Foxtrot 1, Echo, Bravo 1, Bravo 3. Hold short, runway 07 center, Mongol Air 298.
UPS for 2 Heavy, waiting to cross 07 right.
UPS for 2 Heavy, cross runway 07 right at Alpha. Continue taxi via Kilo 1, Juliet 1, Hotel, Hotel 2, November 2, November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Cross runway 07 right at Alpha. Continue taxi via Kilo 1, Juliet 1, Hotel, Hotel 2, November 2, November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, UPS for 2 Heavy.
Cathay 759 Heavy at Gate Sierra 2, request pushback and engine start.
Cathay 759 Heavy, Hong Kong ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback approved, face north, Cathay 759 Heavy.
China Eastern 502, cross runway 07 center at Alpha 1. Continue taxi via Alpha 1, Foxtrot 1, Echo Bravo 1, Bravo 3.
Cross runway 07 center at Alpha 1. Continue taxi via Alpha 1, Foxtrot 1, Echo Bravo 1, Bravo 3, China Eastern 502.
China Eastern 502, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2.
Over to Tower 118.2, China Eastern 502. Bye-bye.
Cathay 759 Heavy, taxi for departure.
Cathay 759 Heavy, runway 07 center taxi via Hotel Niner, Hotel 7, Hotel November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Runway 07 center taxi via Hotel Niner, Hotel 7, Hotel November, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Cathay 759 Heavy.
Cathay 759 Heavy, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position for traffic, Cathay 759 Heavy.
Sichuan 3958, gate November 10. Request pushback and engine start.
Sichuan 3958, Hong Kong ground pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest. Sichuan 3958.
UPS for 2 Heavy, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2.
Over to Tower 118.2, UPS for 2 Heavy. UPS for 2 Heavy, ready for departure, runway 07 center.
UPS for 2 Heavy, runway 07 center, line up and wait.
Runway 07 center, line up and wait. UPS for 2 Heavy.
China Eastern 502, contact Hong Kong departure 123.8.
Contact Hong Kong departure 123.8, China Eastern 502.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Hong Kong Tower, wind 115 at 14, runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff. UPS for 2 Heavy.
Mongol Air 298 holding short runway 07 center.
Mongol Air 298, runway 07 center, line up and wait.
Runway 07 center, line up and wait. Mongol Air 298.
Mongol Air 298, Hong Kong Tower, wind 115 at 14, runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff. Caution wake turbulence.
Runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff. Mongol Air 298.
UPS for 2 heavy, reset transponder. Squawk for 624.
Squawk for 624 UPS for 2 heavy.
All aircraft be advised information. Tango now current. QNH 1019. UPS for 2 heavy, contact Hong Kong departure 123.8.
Contact Hong Kong departure 123.8 UPS for 2 heavy. Hong Kong departure, UPS for 2 heavy, 3,700 feet.
UPS for 2 heavy, Hong Kong departure. Good day identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, UPS for 2 heavy.
Xiamen Air 8656, contact Hong Kong radar 125.8.
Center on 125.8, XCM Air 8656, bye-bye. Hong Kong departure, Mongol Air 298, 1,500 feet.
Mongol Air 298, Hong Kong departure, identified. Climb to flight level 160.
Climb to flight level 160, Mongol Air 298. UPS for 2 Heavy, contact Hong Kong radar 125.8. Have a good day.
Center on 125.8, UPS for 2 Heavy, bye-bye. Hong Kong radar, UPS for 2 Heavy through flight level 157 for flight level 180.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Hong Kong radar, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, UPS for 2 Heavy.
Hong Kong radar, China Eastern 502. Good day to flight level 150 for flight level 160. China Eastern 502. Hong Kong radar, radar contact. Climb to flight level 330. Climb to flight level 330. China Eastern 502. China Eastern 502. Contact Guangzhou Control 118.905. Have a good day. Contact Guangzhou Control 118.905. China Eastern 502. Hong Kong Shuttle 821. Hong Kong radar. Expect Abbey 4 Alpha. Runway 07 right.
Expect Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, Hong Kong Shuttle 821.
Cathay 503. Heavy. Hong Kong radar. Expect Abbey 4 Alpha. Runway 07 right.
Expect Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, Cathay 503 Heavy.
Cathay 417 Heavy, contact Hong Kong approach 119.1.
Contact Hong Kong approach 119.1, Cathay 417 Heavy.
Greater Bay 703, Hong Kong radar, expect Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right.
Expect Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, Greater Bay 703.
Cathay 503 Heavy, Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, report ready for descent.
Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, ready for descent, Cathay 503 Heavy.
Cathay 503 Heavy, descend to 11,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Descend to 11,000 feet, Cathay 503 Heavy.
Cathay 658 Heavy, Hong Kong radar, expect Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right.
Expect Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right, Cathay 658 Heavy.
Cathay 658 Heavy, Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right, report ready for descent.
Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right, ready for descent, Cathay 658 Heavy.
Cathay 658 Heavy, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Cathay 658 Heavy. Hong Kong radar, Mongol Air 298, flight level 163.
Mongol Air 298, Hong Kong radar. Radar contact, climb to flight level 330.
Climb to flight level 330, Mongol Air 298.
Mongol Air 298, contact Guangzhou Control 118.905. Bye-bye.
Contact Guangzhou Control 118.905, Mongol Air 298.
Greater Bay 703, contact Guangzhou Control 118.905.
Contact Guangzhou Control 118.905, Greater Bay 703.
Hong Kong Shuttle 821, Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, report ready for descent.
Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, ready for descent, Hong Kong Shuttle 821.
Hong Kong Shuttle 821, descend to 11,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
Descend to 11,000 feet, Hong Kong Shuttle 821.
Vietnam Airlines 319, contact Sanya Control 120.5.
Center on 120.5, Vietnam Airlines 319. Hong Kong radar, Cathay 780, good day, flight level 340.
Cathay 780, Hong Kong radar identified. Hainan 7982, contact Guangzhou, control 118.905.
Center on 118.905, Hainan 7982, have a good day.
Good day, Hong Kong radar, Shenzhen Air 9095, descending via Abbey 4 Alpha, flight level 150.
Shenzhen Air 9095, Hong Kong radar identified.
Hong Kong radar, Cathay 424 heavy, flight level 343.
Cathay 424 heavy, Hong Kong radar. Good day, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 360.
Continue climb to flight level 360, Cathay 424 heavy. Hong Kong radar, Japan Air 29 heavy, flight level 351.
Japan, Air 29 Heavy. Hong Kong radar identified. Continue climb to flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380, Japan Air 29 Heavy.
Air Juneyao 1323. Contact Taipei Control 133.1. Bye-bye.
Center on 133.1 Air Juneyao 1323. Bye-bye.
Japan Air 29 Heavy. Abbey 4 Alpha. Runway 07 right. Report ready for descent.
Abbey 4 Alpha. Runway 07 right. Ready for descent. Japan Air 29 Heavy.
Japan Air 29 Heavy, descend to 1,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Descend to 1,000 feet, Japan Air 29 Heavy.
Altitude.
Indonesia 860 Heavy, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1019, Indonesia 860 Heavy. Hong Kong radar, looking at 253 Heavy, descending via Abbey 4 Alpha, flight level 327.
Algeria 253 Heavy, Hong Kong radar identified. Cathay 424 Heavy, Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, report ready for descent.
Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, ready for descent. Cathay 424 Heavy.
Cathay 424 Heavy, descend to 1,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Descend to 1,000 feet, Cathay 424 Heavy.
Shenzhen Air 9095, contact Hong Kong, approach 119.35.
Contact Hong Kong approach 119.35 Shenzhen Air 9095.
Shanghai Air 9373, contact Guangzhou, control 118.95, have a good day.
Contact Guangzhou Control 118.95, Shanghai Air 9373. Have a good day. Hong Kong radar, C2 at 3958. Good day, flight level 155.
Sichuan 3958, Hong Kong radar identified, climb to flight level 280.
Climb to flight level 280, C2 at 3958.
Sichuan 3958, contact Guangzhou Control 118.95.
Center on 118.95 C2 and 3958. Bye-bye. Hong Kong radar, Hainan 7388, flight level 140.
Hainan 7388, Hong Kong radar identified.
Hong Kong radar, Thai Asia 850, descending via Dormitory Zulu Alpha, flight level 213.
Thai Asia 850, Hong Kong radar, radar contact. Virginia 253, heavy, contact Guangzhou control 118.905.
Center on 118.905, Bohemia 253 heavy.
Indonesia 860 heavy, contact Hong Kong approach 119.35.
Contact Hong Kong approach 119.35, Indonesia 860 heavy. Hong Kong radar, Giant 8050 heavy, for flight level 120 for flight level 150.
Giant 8050 heavy, Hong Kong radar, good day, identified, climb to flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, Giant 8050 heavy. Hong Kong radar, Cathay 759 heavy, through flight level 160 for flight level 190.
Cathay 759, heavy, Hong Kong radar, good day, identified, climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Cathay 759 heavy. Hong Kong radar, Cathay 005 heavy, flight level 339er.
Cathay 005 heavy, Hong Kong radar, identified.
Hong Kong radar, Hong Kong shuttle 684, crossing flight level 160 for flight level 190.
Hong Kong shuttle 684, Hong Kong radar, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Hong Kong shuttle 684.
Singapore 892, super, Hong Kong radar, expect Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right.
Expect Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right, Singapore 892 super.
Hong Kong shuttle 684, contact Guangzhou control 118.905, bye-bye.
Center 118.905, Hong Kong shuttle 684, bye-bye.
Singapore 892, super, Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right, report ready for descent.
Betty Tree Alpha, runway 07 right, ready for descent, Singapore 892 super.
Singapore 892 super, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Singapore 892 super.
Hong Kong shuttle 821, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1019, Hong Kong shuttle 821.
Shenzhen Air 9023, contact Sanya Control 120.5.
Center on 120.5, Shenzhen Air 9023.
Hong Kong Shuttle 821. Contact Hong Kong approach 119.35.
Contact Hong Kong approach 119.35, Hong Kong Shuttle 821.
Cathay 503 Heavy, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
Descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1019er, Cathay 503 Heavy. Hong Kong radar, Cathay 619 Heavy, good day, through flight level 165 for flight level 190 direct galley.
Cathay 619 Heavy, Hong Kong radar, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Cathay 619 Heavy.
Cathay 005 Heavy, Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, report ready for descent.
Abbey 4 Alpha, runway 07 right, ready for descent, Cathay 005 Heavy.
Cathay 005 Heavy, descend to 1,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
Descend to 1,000 feet, Cathay 005 Heavy. Hong Kong radar, China Eastern 507, good day, 1,000 feet.
Cathay 503 Heavy, contact Hong Kong approach 119.35.
Contact Hong Kong approach 119.35, Cathay 503 Heavy.
China Eastern 507, Hong Kong radar, radar contact. UPS, Hill 2 Heavy, contact Taipei Control, 133.1.
Center on 133.1, UPS 42 Heavy. Taipei Control, UPS 42 Heavy, flight level 370.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact. Cathay 543 Heavy, contact Hong Kong radar 125.8.
Contact Hong Kong radar 125.8, Cathay 543 Heavy. Have a good day.
Mandarin 306, contact Kaohsiung approach 135.8.
Contact KFC on approach 135.8, Mandarin 306.
681, Taipei Control, expect Abby 4 Alpha, runway 07 left.
Expect Abby 4 Alpha, runway 07 left, Bohemia 681.
Air Junea 1323, contact Taipei Control 124.6.
Center on 124.6, Air Janea 1323, have a good day.
Bohemia 681, contact Hong Kong radar 125.8, bye-bye.
Contact Hong Kong radar 125.8 Bohemia 681, bye-bye. Taipei Control, Cathay 501 Heavy, flight level 400.
Cathay 501 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact.
Taipei Control, Gloria 8918, flight level 140.
Glory 8918, Taipei Control, identified. Dynasty 69, Taipei Control, radar contact.
Taipei Control, Dynasty 731, flight level 360.
Dynasty 731, Taipei Control, radar contact. Dynasty 69, radar vectors, ILS runway 02. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILS runway 02, ready for descent. Dynasty 69.
Dynasty 69, Bagong Air Base Airport landing runway 02.
Bagong Air Base Airport, landing runway 02, Dynasty 69.
Dynasty 69, QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 02.
QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 02, Dynasty 69.
Bravo 55573, fly present heading, climb to flight level 100.
Fly present heading, climb to flight level 100, Bravo 55573.
Taipei Control, Coroner 622 Heavy, good day, flight level 3501.
Korean Air 622 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact.
Taipei Control, Double Gold 841, flight level 370.
Double Gold 841, Taipei Control, radar contact. Glory 8918, Taipei Control, expect Lucia 2 Bravo, runway 27.
Expect Lucia 2 Bravo, runway 27, Glory 8918. Taipei Control, Oceana 702 Heavy, good day, flight level 370.
Asiana 702, heavy Taipei Control, identified. Bravo, 55573, clear direct vector departure 2, resume on navigation.
Roger, we'll head direct vector departure 2, then resume all navigation. Bravo 55573, thanks.
Cathay 501 Heavy, Taipei Control. Expect Abby for Alpha, runway 07 left.
Expect Abby for Alpha, runway 07 left, Cathay 501 Heavy.
UPS for 2 Heavy. Contact Taipei Control 124.6.
Center on 12 for decimal 6. UPS for 2 Heavy. Bye-bye. Taipei Control, UPS for 2 Heavy, flight level 370.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Taipei Control identified. Dynasty 502 Heavy, contact Taipei, approach 130.1.
Contact Taipei, approach 130.1, Dynasty 502 Heavy. Taipei Control, Air China 197 Heavy, good day, descending via Andu 1 Charlie, flight level 203.
Air China 197 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact. German Cargo 594 Heavy, contact Taipei Control 133.1.
Center on 133.1, German Cargo 594 Heavy.
T-Way 687, Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, report ready for descent.
Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, ready for descent, T-Way 687.
T-Way 687, descend to flight level 300.
Descend to flight level 300, T-Way 687.
T-Way 687, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, T-Way 687.
Glory 8725, radar vectors runway 04, report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, runway 04, ready for descent, Glory 8725.
Glory 8725, Penguin Airport landing runway 04.
Penguin Airport, landing runway 04, Glory 8725.
Mandarin 1270, Taipei Control, expect Toulon 1 Echo, runway 10.
Expect Toulon 1 Echo, runway 10, Mandarin 1270.
Air China 195 Heavy, contact Taipei, approach 130.1.
Contact Taipei, approach 130.1, Air China 195 Heavy.
Taipei Control, expect Saigon 1, Mike, runway 27.
Expect Seeking 1 Mike, runway 27, Eva 181.
Eva 181, Saigon 1, Mike, runway 27, report ready for descent.
Seeking 1 Mike, runway 27, ready for descent, Eva 181.
Eva 181, descent to flight level 180.
Descent to flight level 180, Eva 181. Taipei Control, Glory 8960, good day, flight level 106.
Eva 181, descent to flight level 090.
Descent to flight level 090, Eva 181.
Glory 8960, Taipei Control, radar contact.
Taipei Control, Jeju Air 2602, good day, flight level 370.
Jeju Air 2602, Taipei Control, radar contact. Eva 181, contact Taipei Control 133.1, have a good day.
Center on 133.1, Eva 181.
Air Japan 848 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9.
Center on 123.9, Air Japan 848 Heavy. Taipei Control, Air Peach 24 Papa, flight level 280.
Air Peach 2 for Papa, Taipei Control identified. Japan Air 8668 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Center on 123.9er, Japan Air 8668 Heavy.
Glory 8725, contact Taipei Control 133.1.
Center on 133.1, Glory 8725. Have a good day. Descend to flight level 070, Mandarin 1270.
MPH2 for Papa, Taipei Control, expect Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left.
Expect Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, airpeach 24 Papa.
T-way 687, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, T-way 687.
Asiana 712 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Center on 123.9er, Sienna 712 Heavy.
Mandarin 1270 QNH 1020, expect the ILS Zulu runway 10 with this only transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS Zulu runway 10 with the Zonley transition. Mandarin 1270.
Mandarin 1270, cleared direct only, cross only, at or above 3,200 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 10.
Cleared direct only, cross only, at or above 3,200 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 10, Mandarin 1270.
Airpitch 24 Papa, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Airpitch 24 Papa. Taipei Control, Dynasty 731, flight level 359er.
Dynasty 731, Taipei Control identified.
Taipei Control, Coroner 622 Heavy, flight level 350.
Korean Air 622 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact. Smart Cat 211, contact Taipei, approach 130.1.
Contact Taipei, approach 130.1, Smart Cat 211. Taipei Control, Hong Kong Shuttle 684, flight level 390.
Eva 105 Heavy, Taipei Control, expect Baker 1 Alpha, runway 05 left.
Expect Baker 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, Eva 105 Heavy.
Hong Kong Shuttle 684, Taipei Control identified.
Taipei Control, Indiana 702 Heavy, good day, flight level 370.
Asiana 702 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact.
Taipei Control, Smart Cat 281, flight level 340.
Smart Cat 281, Taipei Control, radar contact. Glory 8960, radar vectors ILS Zulu runway 36, report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway 36, ready for descent, Glory 8960.
Glory 8960, Ching Chuan Kang Air Base landing runway 36.
Alright, Ching Chu, and Kang Air Base landing runway 36, Glory 8960.
T-Way 687, contact Taipei, approach 130.1.
Contact Taipei, approach 130.1, T-Way 687.
Glory 8960, QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 36.
QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 36, Glory 8960.
Malindo 886, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Center on 123.9er, Malindo 886. Taipei Control, Eva 108, flight level 340.
Eva 108, Taipei Control, radar contact. Eva 105 Heavy, Baker 1 Alpha, runway 05 left. Report ready for descent.
Baker 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, ready for descent. Eva 105 Heavy.
Eva 105 Heavy, descend to flight level 270.
Descend to flight level 270, Eva 105 Heavy. Taipei Control, Giant 8050 Heavy, passing flight level 172 for flight level 310 direct pass roll.
Giant 8050 Heavy, Taipei Control identified.
Taipei Control, Ava 802 Heavy, good afternoon. Descending via Tango 1 Alpha, flight level 410.
Eva 802 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact. Eva 105 Heavy, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Eva 105 Heavy. Taipei Control, Starwalker 821, flight level 280.
Starwalker 821, Taipei Control, radar contact. Scooter 899 Heavy, Taipei Control, expect Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left.
Expect Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, Scooter 899 Heavy.
Scooter 899 Heavy, Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, report ready for descent.
Drake 1 Alpha, runway 05 left, ready for descent, Scooter 899 Heavy.
Scooter 899 Heavy, descend to flight level 300.
Descend to flight level 300, Scooter 899 Heavy.
Air China 197 Heavy, QNH 1020, expect the ILS Yankee runway 10 with the Putin transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILS Yankee runway 10 with the Putin transition. Air China 197 Heavy.
SmartCat 202, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9er, SmartCat 202.
Mandarin 1270, contact Songshan Tower 126.3, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 126.3, Mandarin 1270.
Vista Jet 884, contact Kobe Control 123.9.
Center 123.9, Vista Jet 884.
Japan Air 32 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9, bye-bye.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9, Japan Air 32 Heavy. Taipei Control, this 711 Heavy, good afternoon, flight level 350.
EVA 711 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact.
Taipei Control, Dynasty 157 Heavy, flight level 320.
Dynasty 157 Heavy, Taipei Control, radar contact. EVA 802 Heavy, contact Taipei Control 133.1.
Center on 133.1, EVA 802 Heavy, have a good afternoon.
Air Peach 2 for Papa, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Air Peach 2 for Papa.
Scooter 899 Heavy, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, Scooter 899 Heavy.
Glory 8960, contacting Shuangang Tower 118.75.
Contact Tower 118.75, Glory 8960. Clear direct Putin. Cross Putin at or above 3,200 feet. Cleared ILS, Yankee runway 10, Air China 197 Heavy.
Dynasty 835 Heavy, contact Nanchang Control 120.5, bye-bye.
Center on 120.5, Dynasty 835 Heavy.
Japan Air 31 Heavy, contact Nanchang Control 120.5.
Center on 120.5, Japan Air 31 Heavy. Taipei Control, Singapore 869, flight level 360.
Singapore 869, Taipei Control, radar contact. 2 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9.
Center on 123.9er, UPS for 2 Heavy. Kobe Control, UPS for 2 Heavy, flight level 370.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Kobe Control, identified.
Ava 191 Heavy, contact Taipei Control 124.6.
Contact Taipei Control 124.6, Eva 191 Heavy, bye-bye. Kobe Control, Jeju Air 2602, good day, flight level 370.
Jeju Air 2602, Kobe Control, radar contact.
Contact Kobe Control 119.3, UPS for 2 Heavy. Kobe Control, UPS for 2 Heavy, flight level 370.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Kobe Control, radar contact. Malindo 886, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Malindo 886, bye-bye.
Kobe Control, China Eastern 5446 Heavy, flight level 350.
China Eastern 5446 Heavy, Kobe Control, radar contact.
Kobe Control, Jeju Air 2602, flight level 370.
Jeju Air 2602, Kobe Control identified.
Kobe Control, FH065, good day, flight level 320.
Air Pitch 065, Kobe Control, radar contact.
Kobe Control, Air Japan 853 Heavy, flight level 400.
Air Japan 853 Heavy, Kobe Control identified. China Eastern 5446 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Center 123.9er, China Eastern 5446 Heavy.
Kobe Control, All Nippon 120
Flight level 176.
All Nippon 1209 Heavy, Kobe control identified. VistaJet 884, contact Kobe control 132.3, have a good day.
Center 132.3, VistaJet 884.
J Ocean 617, contact Kobe control 123.9er.
Contact Kobe control 123.9er. J Ocean 617, bye-bye.
All Nippon 123.9.
Kobe Control, Japan Air 8663 Heavy, flight level 320.
Japan Air 8663 Heavy, Kobe control identified. All Nippon 1622 Heavy, contact Kobe control 132.3.
Contact Kobe control 132.3, all Nippon 1622 Heavy.
J Ocean 212, contact Cadena, approach 135.9er.
Contact Cadena, approach 135.9er, J Ocean 212.
J China Eastern 2086, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Central 123.9er, China Eastern 2086, bye-bye.
Smart Cat 202, contact Kobe Control 132.3, bye-bye.
Center on 132.3, Smart Cat 202.
Japan Air 32 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 132.3, bye-bye.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Japan Air 32 Heavy.
Cathay 513, contact Taipei Control 124.6, bye-bye.
Contact Taipei Control 124.6, Cathay 513.
ATS 42 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3 UPS for 2, Heavy. Kobe Control, UPS for 2 Heavy, flight level 370.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Kobe Control radar contact.
Kobe Control, Newski 128. Good day. Flight level 390.
Newski 128, Kobe Control radar contact. Air Japan 848 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, have a good day.
Center on 132.6, Air Japan 848 Heavy.
Clear of conflict.
Japan Air 8668 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, Japan Air 8668 Heavy.
VistaJet 884, contact engine control 125.45, bye-bye.
Center on 125.45, VistaJet 884, have a good day.
Kobe Control, Jeju Air 2602, good day, flight level 370.
Jeju Air 2602, Kobe Control identified. Air pitch 235, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Center on 119.3, air pitch 235.
737, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Center on 119.3, Jin Air 737.
Center on 125 decimal for 5, UPS for 2 heavy. Incheon Control, UPS for 2, heavy, good day, flight level 370.
UPS for a 2 heavy, Incheon Control identified.
Incheon Control, Jeju Air 2602, flight level 370.
Jeju Air 2602, Incheon Control, radar contact.
Incheon Control, China Eastern 296, good day, flight level 380.
China Eastern 296, Incheon Control, radar contact. China Eastern 518, Dume 901 Alpha, runway 34 right. Report ready for descent.
Dume 901 Alpha, runway 34 right, ready for descent, China Eastern 518.
China Eastern 518, descent to flight level 240.
Descent to flight level 240, China Eastern 518.
China Eastern 518, cleared direct Dume, cross Dume above flight level 157. Resume own navigation.
Roger, heading direct Dume, cross Dume above flight level 157, then resume own navigation China Eastern 518, thanks.
China Eastern 518, contact Nanchang Control 120.5.
Contact Nanchang Control 120.5, China Eastern 518.
Jane Air 342, engine control, expect Mach 2 Mike, runway 34 left.
Expect Mach 2 Mike, runway 34 left, Jin Air 342.
EasterJet 215, contact Jeju approach 119er decimal 22.
Contact Jeju approach 119er decimal 22, EasterJet 215. Incheon Control, China Eastern 6985, flight level 270.
China Eastern 6985, Incheon Control, radar contact. EasterJet 217, Incheon Control, expect Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25.
Expect Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25, EasterJet 217.
EasterJet 217, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, EasterJet 217.
Korean Air 1535, Incheon Control, expect up goes 2, Mike, runway 25.
Expect up goes 2, Mike, runway 25, Korean Air 1535.
Incheon Control, T-Way 905, flight level 158.
T-Way 905, Incheon Control, radar contact. T-Way 905, Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25, report ready for descent.
Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent, T-Way 905.
T-Way 905, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, T-Way 905.
Jin Air 342, Maxa 2, Mike, runway 34 left, report ready for descent.
Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left, ready for descent, Jin Air 342.
Jin Air 342, descend to flight level 320.
Descend to flight level 320, Jin Air 342.
T-Way 905, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, T-Way 905.
China Eastern 6985, Incheon Control, expect Sozo 2 Mike, runway 25.
Expect Sosto 2 Mike, runway 25, China Eastern 6985.
T-Way 905, contact Jeju approach 119er, decimal 22.
Contact Jeju approach 119 decimal 22, T-Way 905.
Incheon Control, Shenzhen Air 8075, flight level 306.
Jin Air 342, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Jin Air 342.
Asiana 8971 Heavy, contact Jeju approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, Asiana 8971 Heavy.
Shenzhen Air 8075, Incheon control, radar contact. Korean Air 1535, up goes 2, Mike, runway 25. Report ready for descent.
Up goes 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent, Korean Air 1535.
Korean Air 1535, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Korean Air 1535.
Incheon control, Korean Air 1246 Heavy, flight level 250.
Korean Air 1246, heavy Incheon control identified.
Incheon control, UPS 104 Heavy, flight level 280.
UPS 104 Heavy, Incheon control identified. China Eastern 6985, Sozdo 2 Mike, runway 25. Report ready for descent.
Sozdo 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent. China Eastern 6985.
China Eastern 6985, descend to flight level 170.
Descend to flight level 170, China Eastern 6985.
Korean Air 1535, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Korean Air 1535.
Korean Air 1246 Heavy, Omen 2 Tango, runway 32 left. Report ready for descent.
Omen 2 Tango, runway 32 left, ready for descent, Korean Air 1246 Heavy.
Korean Air 1246 Heavy, descend to flight level 190.
Descend to flight level 190, Korean Air 1246 Heavy.
Korean Air 1535, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Korean Air 1535.
Jin Air 342, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Jin Air 342.
Korean Air 1535, contact Jeju approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, Korean Air 1535.
Air Junior 1612, contact Nanchang control 120.5.
Center 120.5, Air Junior 1612.
Jeju-A 965, contact Gimhae approach 134.4.
Contact Gimhae, approach 134.4, T-Way 965.
Jeju Air 155, Incheon control. Expect Dotol 2, Mike, runway 25. Expect Dotol 2, Mike, runway 25, Jeju Air 155. Jeju Air 155, Dotol 2, Mike, runway 25. Report ready for descent. Dotol 2, Mike, runway 25, ready for descent. Jeju Air 155. Jeju Air 155, descend to flight level 110. Descend to flight level 110, Jeju Air 155. Asiana 8965, heavy Incheon control. Expect Dotol 2, Mike, runway 25.
Expect Dotol 2, Mike, runway 25, Asiana 8965 heavy.
Asiana 8967, contact Jeju approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, Asiana 8967.
Korean Air 1823, contact Gimhae approach 134.4.
Contact Gimhae approach 134.4, Korean Air 1823.
Airbusan 8021, Incheon control, expect Dotol 2 Mike, runway 25.
Expect Dotol 2 Mike, runway 25, Airbusan 8021.
Asiana 8965 heavy, Dotol 2 Mike, runway 25. Report ready for descent.
Dotol 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent, Asiana 8965 heavy.
Asiana 8965 heavy, descend to flight level 110.
Descent to flight level 110, Asiana 8965 heavy.
Jin Air 342, descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1028.
Descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1028, Jin Air 342.
East Target 217, contact Jeju, approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, EasterJet 217.
China Eastern 296, Incheon control, expect to make Niner 1 Alpha, runway 34 right.
Expect to make Niner 1 Alpha, runway 34 right, China Eastern 296.
Korean Air 2249, contact Kobe control 132.3. Central 132.3, Korean Air 2249, bye-bye.
Incheon control, Jeju Air 704, good afternoon, flight level 210.
Jeju Air 704, Incheon control, radar contact. Incheon control, Asiana 8146, flight level 110. Asiana 8146, Incheon control, radar contact. Jin Air 342, contact Seoul approach 119.75.
Contact Seoul approach 119.75, Jin Air 342.
Incheon control, Airbusan 794, good afternoon, flight level 350.
Korean Air 1147, Incheon control, expect Dotol 2, Mike runway 25.
Expect Dotol 2 Mike, runway 25, Korean Air 1147.
Airbusan 794, Incheon control, radar contact. Airbus 8021, Dottle 2 Mike, runway 25. Report ready for descent.
Dottle 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent. Airbus on 8021.
Airbus on 8021, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Airbus on 8021.
Asiana 712 Heavy, Incheon control. Expect Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left.
Expect Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left, Asiana 712 Heavy.
China Eastern 296, descend to flight level 240.
Descend to flight level 240, China Eastern 296.
Airbus on 8819, Incheon control. Expect Quebec 3, runway 36 left.
Expect Quebec 3, runway 36 left. Airbus on 8819.
Incheon control, China Eastern 530, flight level 300.
China Eastern 530, Incheon control, radar contact.
Incheon control, Korean Air 1622, flight level 110.
Korean Air 1622, Incheon control, radar contact.
Incheon control, Capital Jet 616, flight level 280.
Capital Jet 616, Incheon control identified.
Incheon control, China Eastern 559, 14,000 feet.
China Eastern 559, Incheon control identified. Asiana 712 Heavy, Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left. Report ready for descent.
Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left, ready for descent, Asiana 712 Heavy.
Asiana 712 Heavy, descend to flight level 320.
Descent to flight level 320, Asiana 712 Heavy.
Air China 1548, Incheon control, expect group at 11 Alpha, runway 28.
Expect group at 11 Alpha, runway 28, Air China 154.
Korean Air 1147, Dottle 2, Mike runway 25, report ready for descent. Dottle 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent. Korean Air 1147. Korean Air 1147, descend to flight level 110. Descend to flight level 110, Korean Air 1147. Jeju Air 704, Incheon control, expect Tukpat 1, runway 31 left.
Expect Tukpat 1, runway 31 left, Jeju Air 704.
Asiana 8146, Arimu 1, runway 04 right. Report ready for descent. Arimu 1, runway 04 right, ready for descent. Asiana 8146. Asiana 8146, descend to 5,000 feet, altimeter 3023. Descend to 5,000 feet, Asiana 8146. Asiana 8146, contact Gwangju, approach 12, 4.7. Contact Gwangju approach 12, 4.7, Asiana 8146. Aerohangak 517, contact Kobe control 132.3.
center on 1 tree, 2 decimal tree, airhead gust 517.
Korean Air 1580, Incheon control, expect Ukbat 1, runway 31 left. Expect Ukbat 1, runway 31 left, Korean Air 1580. Korean Air 1246 Heavy, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Korean Air 1246 Heavy.
Air China 154, descend to 3,900 feet, QNH 1033.
Descend to 3,900 feet, QNH 1033, Air China 154.
UPS 104 Heavy, Incheon control, expect to met 901 Alpha, runway 35 left.
Expect to make 901 Alpha, runway 35 left, UPS 104 Heavy.
Incheon control, Ishana 702 Heavy. Good afternoon. Flight level 370.
Asiana 712, Heavy, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Asiana 712 Heavy.
Jeju Air 704, descend to flight level 200.
Descend to flight level 200, Jeju Air 704.
Asiana 702, heavy engine control, identified. Shenzhen Air 8075, contact Nanchang control 120.5.
Center on 120.5, Shenzhen Air 8075.
Korean Air 1622, Arimu 1, runway 04 right, report ready for descent.
Arimu 1, runway 04 right, ready for descent, Korean Air 1622.
Korean Air 1622, descend to 5,000 feet, altimeter 3023.
Descend to 5,000 feet, Korean Air 1622.
Korean Air 1622, contact Gwangju approach 124.7.
Contact Gwangju approach 124.7, Korean Air 1622.
Korean Air 1246 heavy, contact Seoul approach 125.15.
Contact Seoul approach 125.15, Korean Air 1246 Heavy.
Korean Air 1580, descend to flight level 200. Descend to flight level 200, Korean Air 1580.
Incheon control, Korean Air 622 Heavy, flight level 350.
Korean Air 622 heavy, Incheon control, radar contact. UPS 104 heavy, Dume 901 Alpha, runway 35 left. Report ready for descent.
Dumet 901 Alpha, runway 35 left, ready for descent. UPS 104 Heavy.
UPS 104 heavy, descend to flight level 240.
Descend to flight level 240, UPS 104 Heavy.
China Eastern 296, contact Nanchang control 120.5, bye-bye.
Contact Nanchang control 120.5, China Eastern 296.
Incheon control, EasterJet 888, flight level 390.
EasterJet 888, engine control identified. UPS 104 heavy, contact Nanchang control 120.5, bye-bye.
Center on 120.5, UPS 104 Heavy, bye-bye.
Asiana 173 Heavy. Turn right, heading 295. Intercept the tree for left localizer. Vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 295. Intercept the tree for left localizer. Asiana 173 Heavy.
T-Way 877, Incheon control. Expect Dottle 2, Mike, runway 25.
Expect Dottle 2 Mike, runway 25, T-Way 877.
Jeju Air 155, descend corridor IGND IGI, descend to flight level 080. Descend to flight level 080, Jeju Air 155. Asiana 712 Heavy, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Asiana 712 Heavy.
Jeju Air 155, contact Jeju approach 119.22. Contact Jeju approach 119.22, Jeju Air 155. China Eastern 6985, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, China Eastern 6985.
Jeju Air 704, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, Jeju Air 704.
Incheon control, T-Way 9702, flight level 230.
Asiana 8965 Heavy, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Asiana 8965 Heavy.
T-Way 9702, Incheon control, radar contact. Asiana 8965 Heavy, contact Jeju approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, Asiana 8965 Heavy.
T-Way 9702, Incheon control, expect Omen 2 Tango, runway 32 left.
Expect Omen 2 Tango, runway 32 left, T-Way 9702.
VistaJet 884, Incheon control, expect Omen 2 Tango, runway 2 left.
Expect Dolmen 2 Tango, runway 32 left, VistaJet 884.
Korean Air 1580, descend to flight level 120. Descend to flight level 120, Korean Air 1580.
Incheon control, Jeju Air 9306, 10,000 feet.
Jeju Air 9306, Incheon control, identified. Air China 154A, contact Nanchang control 120.5. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 120.5, Air China 154.
Asiana 173, heavy, contact Seoul approach 119.75.
Contact Seoul approach 119.75, Asiana 173 heavy.
Asiana 712, heavy, descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1028.
Descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1028, Asiana 712 heavy.
T-Way 9702, Holman 2 Tango, runway 32 left. Report ready for descent.
Holman 2 Tango, runway 32 left, ready for descent, T-Way 9702.
T-Way 9702, descend to flight level 190.
Descend to flight level 190, T-Way 9702.
Incheon Control, Shanghai Air 9410, flight level 248.
Shanghai Air 9410, Incheon Control identified. VistaJet 884, Holman 2 Tango, runway 32 left, report ready for descent.
Holman 2 Tango, runway 32 left, ready for descent, VistaJet 884.
VistaJet 884, descent to flight level 190.
Descent to flight level 190, VistaJet 884.
Asia 712, heavy, contact Seoul approach 119.75.
Contact Seoul approach 119.75, Asiana 712 heavy.
China Eastern 530, Incheon Control, expect domain 901 Alpha, runway 34 right.
Expect domain 901 Alpha, runway 34 right, China Eastern 530.
Incheon Control, China Eastern 516 heavy, flight level 380.
China Eastern 516, heavy, Incheon Control, identified. Incheon Control, Asiana 8956, good afternoon, flight level 250. Asiana 8956, Incheon Control, identified. China Eastern 516, heavy Incheon Control, expect domain 901 Alpha, runway 35 left.
Expect domain 901 Alpha, runway 35 left, China Eastern 516 heavy.
Jeju Air 704, contact Daegu information approach 135.725.
Contact Daegu information approach 135.725, Jeju Air 704.
China Southern 620, contact Nanchang Control 120.5.
Center on 120.5, China Southern 620.
Incheon Control, Jeju Air 931 Foxtrot. Good afternoon, 12,600 feet.
Jeju Air 931 Foxtrot, Incheon Control, good afternoon, radar contact, continue descent to 12,000 feet, QNH 1028.
Continue descent to 12,000 feet, QNH 1028, Jeju Air 931 Foxtrot.
Airbusan 8021, descend to flight level 080.
Descent to flight level 080, Airbusan 8021.
Airbusan 8021, contact Jeju approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, Airbusan 8021.
China Eastern 6985, descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, China Eastern 6985.
Jeju Air 2602, Incheon Control, expect Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left.
Expect Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left, Jeju Air 2602.
Korean Air 1580, contact Daegu information approach 135.725. Contact Daegu information approach 135.725, Korean Air 1580. Airbusan 794, Incheon Control, expect Kevox Tree, runway 36 left.
Expect Kevox Tree, runway 36 left, Airbusan 794.
Jeju Air 931, Foxtrot, contact Seoul approach 121.35.
Contact Seoul approach 121.35, Jeju Air 931 Foxtrot.
Homeland 9831, turn left, heading 270.
Turn left heading 270, Homeland 9831.
China Eastern 530, contact Nanchang Control 120.5.
Contact Nanchang Control 120.5, China Eastern 530. Have a good afternoon.
Airbus on 8819, Kbox 3, runway 36 left. Report ready for descent.
Kbox 3, runway 36 left, ready for descent. Airbus on 8819.
Airbus on 8819, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend to 6,000 feet, Airbus on 8819.
Dynasty 00000 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Central 132.6, Dynasty 00000 Heavy.
China Eastern 559, radar vectors, ILS runway 34 left. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors ILS runway 34 left, ready for descent. China Eastern 559.
China Eastern 559, Incheon Airport landing runway 34 left.
Incheon Airport landing runway 34 left, China Eastern 559.
Korean Air 1147, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Korean Air 1147.
Korean Air 1147, contact Jeju approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, Korean Air 1147.
Airbus on 8819, contact Gimhae approach 134.4.
Contact Gimhae approach 134.4, Airbus on 8819.
China Eastern 559, contact Seoul approach 119.75.
Contact Seoul approach 119.75, China Eastern 559.
UPS for 2 Heavy, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
UPS for 2 Heavy, Ullman 2 Echo, runway 34 left. Descend to flight level 320.
Ullman 2 Echo, runway 34 left. Descend to flight level 320, UPS for 2 Heavy.
T-Way 723, Incheon Control, expect Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25.
Expect Dotal 2. Mike, runway 25, T-Way 723.
EasterJet 219, Incheon Control, expect Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25.
Expect Dotal 2 Mike, runway 25, EasterJet 219.
Jeju Air 510, contact Gimhae approach 134.4.
Contact Gimhae approach 134.4, Jeju Air 510.
China Southern 5060, contact Nanchang Control 120.5, bye-bye.
Center on 120.5, China Southern 5060.
Jeju Air 2602, Maxa 2, Mike, runway 34 left. Report ready for descent.
Maxa 2 Mike, runway 34 left, ready for descent. Jeju Air 2602.
Jeju Air 2602, descend to flight level 320.
Descend to flight level 320, Jeju Air 2602.
China Eastern 516 Heavy, contact Nanchang Control 120.5.
Contact Nanchang Control 120.5, China Eastern 516 Heavy.
Jin Air 669, Incheon Control, expect Soli 1, runway 06 left.
Expect Soli 1, runway 06 left, Jin Air 669.
T-Way 877, Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25, report ready for descent.
Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent, T-Way 877.
T-Way 877, descend to 8,000 feet, QNH 1025.
Descend to 8,000 feet, T-way 877.
Jeju Air 2602, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Jeju Air 2602.
China Eastern 6985, contact Jeju approach 119.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119.22, China Eastern 6985.
Jeju Air 9306, climb to 10,000 feet, QNH 1028.
Climb to 10,000 feet, QNH 1028, Jeju Air 9306.
Air Busan 794, Kevok 3, runway 36 left. Report ready for descent.
Kevok 3, runway 36 left. Ready for descent, Air Busan 794.
Air Busan 794, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend to 9,000 feet, Air Busan 794.
T-way 723.02 Mike, runway 25. Report ready for descent.
Total 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent. T-way 723.
T-way 723, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, T-way 723.
T-way 9702, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, T-way 9702.
East Target 219, Doddle 2 Mike, runway 25. Report ready for descent.
Total 2 Mike, runway 25, ready for descent, East Target 219.
East Target 219, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, East Target 219.
Jin Air 669, Soleil 1, runway 06 left. Report ready for descent.
Solia 1, runway 06 left, ready for descent, Jin Air 669.
Jin Air 669, descend to 9,000 feet, altimeter 2989er.
Descend to 9,000 feet, Jin Air 669.
T-way 877, contact Jeju, approach 119er.22.
Contact Jeju approach 119er.22, T-way 877.
Good afternoon, Incheon Control, T-way 720, descending via Omen 2 Tango, flight level 194.
T-way 720, Incheon Control, radar contact.
Incheon Control, Korean Air 768, good afternoon, flight level 150.
Korean Air 768, Incheon Control identified. Korean Air 768, descend to 4,400 feet, QNH 1028.
Descend to 4,400 feet, QNH 1028, Korean Air 768.
Korean Air 768, turn right, heading 2905, intercept the 34 left localizer.
Turn right, heading to 905, intercept the 34 left localizer, Korean Air 768.
Jeju Air 2602, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Jeju Air 2602.
T-way 9702, contact Seoul, approach 125.15.
Contact Seoul approach 125.15, T-way 9702.
Incheon Control, China Eastern 2616. Good afternoon, flight level 300.
China China Eastern 2616, Incheon control, radar contact. UPS for 2 heavy, descend to flight level 280.
Descend to flight level 280, UPS for 2 heavy.
Incheon control, Korean Air 704 heavy, good afternoon, flight level 247.
Korean Air 704 heavy, Incheon control, identified.
Incheon control, Airspring 8559, good afternoon, flight level 250.
Airspring 8559, Incheon control, radar contact. Asiana 8956, descend to flight level 130. Descend to flight level 130, Asiana 8956.
Incheon control, Jeju Air 1105, flight level 339.
Jeju Air 1105, Incheon control, radar contact. Korean Air 768, contact Seoul approach 119er, decimal 75.
Contact Seoul approach 119er, decimal 75, Korean Air 768.
UPS 42 heavy, contact Seoul approach 119er, decimal 75.
Contact Seoul approach 119er, decimal 75, UPS for 2 heavy.
Korean Air 768, 25 miles from Lemby, fly present heading, maintain 1,600 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 34 left.
Fly present heading 1,600 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 34 left, Korean Air 768.
Seoul approach, UPS 42, heavy flight level 295 with information hotel.
UPS for 2 heavy Seoul approach. Good afternoon, QNH 1028. Expect the ILS runway 34 left with the Empire transition.
QNH 1028, expect the ILS runway 34 left with the NPIL transition, UPS for 2 heavy.
UPS for 2 heavy, descend to flight level 200.
Descend to flight level 200, UPS for 2 heavy.
Korean Air 768, Seoul approach, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 34 left.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 34 left, Korean Air 768.
Seoul approach, Jeju Air 9306, 8,300 feet with information hotel.
Jeju Air 9306, Seoul approach, QNH 1028, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left.
QNH 1028, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left, Jeju Air 9306.
Seoul approach, Jeju Air 2602, good afternoon, 12,700 feet with the numbers.
Jeju Air 2602, Seoul approach, QNH 1028, expect the ILS runway 34 left with the NPIL transition.
QNH 1028, expect the ILS runway 34 left with the NPIL transition, Jeju Air 2602.
UPS for 2 heavy, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1028.
Descend to 7,000 feet. QNH 1028, UPS for 2 heavy.
Jeju Air 2602, descend to 7,000 feet.
Descend to 7,000 feet, Jeju Air 2602.
Jeju Air 2602, cleared direct infill cross entile at or above 7,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 34 left.
Cleared direct infill, cross infill at or above 7,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 34 left, Jeju Air 2602.
Korean Air 768, contact Incheon Tower 118.8, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 118.8, Korean Air 768.
Seoul approach. Korean Air 704 heavy. Good afternoon. 9,800 feet with the numbers. Korean Air 70 for heavy Seoul approach. QNH 1028. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left. QNH 1028. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left. Korean Air 704 heavy. Korean Air 704 heavy, 24 miles from Lemby. Fly present heading, maintain 1,600 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 34 left. Fly present heading, 1,600 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 34 left, Korean Air 704 heavy. Jeju Air 2602, contact Incheon Tower 118.8.
Over to Tower 118.8, Jeju Air 2602.
UPS for 2, heavy, cleared direct and pile, crossing pile at or above 7,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 34 left.
Cleared, direct and pile, cross and pile at or above 7,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 34 left, UPS for 2 heavy.
All aircraft, the advised information India now current, QNH 1028.
Seoul approach, Jeju Air 1105, good afternoon, 9,900 feet with information India.
Jeju Air 1105, Seoul approach QNH 1028. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left.
QNH 1028, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left, Jeju Air 1105.
Korean Air 704 Heavy, contact Incheon Tower 118.8.
Over to Tower 118.8, Korean Air 704 Heavy.
Jeju Air 1105, 23 miles from Lenby. Fly present heading, maintain 1,600 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 34 left.
Fly present heading 1,600 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Jeju Air 1105.
Seoul approach, Airspring 8559, 9,900 feet with information India.
Airspring 8559 Seoul approach. Good afternoon. QNH 1028. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left.
QNH 1028, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left, airspring 8559.
Seoul approach. Korean Air 898 Heavy, 9,900 feet with the numbers.
Korean Air 898 Heavy Seoul approach. QNH 1028, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left.
QNH 1028, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left, Korean Air 898 Heavy.
Seoul approach. Jeju Air 2602, 900 feet.
Jeju Air 2602, welcome back. Continue.
Continue. Jeju Air 2602.
UPS for 2 Heavy. Contact engine tower 118.8.
Over to tower 118.8, UPS for 2 Heavy. Incheon Tower, UPS for 2 Heavy, ILS runway 34 left.
UPS for 2 Heavy Incheon Tower, continue.
Roger, UPS for 2 Heavy.
Korean Air 704 Heavy, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Korean Air 704 Heavy.
Korean Air 704 Heavy, monitor ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, Korean Air 704 Heavy.
UPS for 2, heavy wind 330 at 10, runway 34 left cleared to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land, UPS for 2 Heavy.
Incheon Tower, Jeju Air 1105, ILS runway 34 left.
Jeju Air 1105, Incheon Tower, continue.
Wilco, Jeju Air 1105.
Korean Air for 87 Heavy, ready to go, runway 34 right.
Korean Air for 87 Heavy, Incheon Tower, wind 330 at 10, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Korean Air for 87 Heavy.
Autopilot. Autopilot. Stabilizer motion. Approaching minimum 300. Minimum 200.
Flight slow.
50.
Flight slow.
40. 30.
Flight slow.
20. 10.
Korean Air for 87 Heavy. Contact Seoul departure 121.4.
Contact Seoul departure 121.4. Korean Air for 87 Heavy.
Jeju Air 1282, ready to go runway 34 right.
Jeju Air 1282, Incheon Tower, wind 330 at 10, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff, Jeju Air 1282.
UPS for 2 Heavy, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, UPS for 2 Heavy.
UPS for 2 Heavy, contact ground 121.7, bye-bye.
Ground 121.7, UPS for 2 Heavy. UPS for 2 Heavy request taxi to assigned cargo ramp.
UPS for 2 Heavy, ramp 5 for taxi via Papa, Whiskey, Mike 11, Alpha 11, Bravo, Bravo 4, hold short runway 33 left.
Ramp 5-4 via Papa, Whiskey, Mike 11, Alpha 11, Bravo, Bravo 4, hold short runway 33 left, UPS for 2 Heavy.
Jeju Air 9306, cross runway 33 right at Alpha. Continue taxi via Juliet, Delta, Delta 2, Delta Bravo, Delta 3.
Cross runway 33 right at Alpha. Continue taxi via Juliet, Delta, Delta 2, Delta Bravo, Delta 3, Jeju Air 9306.
UPS for 2 Heavy, waiting to cross 33 left.
UPS for 2 Heavy, cross runway 34 right at Alpha 11. Continue taxi via Papa Niner, November 4 November, Mike 12, Alpha 12, Bravo, Bravo 4, hold short runway 33 left.
Cross runway 34 right at Alpha 11. Continue taxi via Papa Niner, November 4, November, Mike 12, Alpha 12, Bravo, Bravo 4. Hold short, runway 33 left, UPS for 2 Heavy.
Air Seoul 703 at gate 3, request pushback.
Jeju Air 1105, gate 16 taxi via Papa Tree. Hold short runway tree for right.
Gate 16 via Papa Tree. Hold short runway tree for right, Jeju Air 1105.
Air Seoul 703, inch and ground, pushback approved. Face northwest.
Pushback approved. Face northwest. Air Seoul 703.
China Eastern 5034 at ramp 81, request pushback.
China Eastern 5034, inch on ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Pushback approved. Face southwest, China Eastern 5034.
Jeju Air 1105, cross runway tree 4 right at Alpha 11. Continue taxi via Papa Tree November 2, November, Mike 7, Romeo 7.
Cross runway tree for right at Alpha 11.